Okay guys, Assalamualaikum. Okay, kembali kita kepada minggu yang terakhir dan minggu pertama untuk setiap minggu. Biasanya lah adalah minggu yang paling best untuk kita trade kerana dia lebih predictable. Smart fund, smart pool, ada orang panggil whale and sharks. Biasanya dia akan appear last of the month. Okay, so the last 10 days ni, especially the last 3 days of the month will be the best month untuk kita trade. Okay, jadi seperti biasa, kita nampak early in the morning in Asian session, volatility returns to global market. Semua major market, US, Japan, Europe, semua under pressure. Of course, tak lain tak bukan disebabkan oleh trade tension dan juga policy uncertainties. Of course, kita punya chart paling penting adalah VIX. Okay, kita boleh tengok VIX is back, going up right now. So this could suggest that instability masih lagi ada, especially disebabkan dia kenaikan tarif dan juga Trump punya aggressive trade policies. Okay, now of course kita boleh tengok clear capital rotation daripada equity back to daripada equity back to commodities, especially gold and silver. Yeah, gold dengan silver, right? This could be the strongest one. Third one could be copper lah. Precious metal is definitely under heavy accumulation. Even oil pun not so strong. Yeah, equity semua under attack. Tapi VIX dah start goes up. Bila VIX goes up, dangerous. That means ramai orang beli puts. Okay, so gold sekarang jadi safe haven. Okay, gold jadi safe haven, back to an all time high of roughly about 3,400 US dollar. This bermakna dollar akan weaken. Kita tengok dollar, dollar weaken, right? And of course anti-dollar punya currency semua goes up. So that means what? Investors are seeking protection from market volatility. Of course, ditambahkan pula perang mulut antara Donald Trump dengan Jeremy Powell menyebabkan ada central bank uncertainties, dan ditambahkan pula oleh geopolitical risk antara Russia dan Ukraine yang semakin teruk. So overall the backdrop are really bad. Yeah, of course, let's look at on the daily. Kita tengok daily sama, equity goes down. VIX dah reda, tapi mungkin VIX belum lagi bawah 20. Kita nak tengok VIX bawah 20. Kalau VIX di bawah 20, that means then the bear market is over. So far belum lagi, right? So far walaupun dah reda, tapi lagi masih di peringkat yang dangerous, seperti yang kita tengok tadi. So saya gunakan Finviz supaya saya boleh tengok bird eye view of all the futures. Futures adalah class of asset sangat penting untuk professional trader, especially day trader macam kita. So seboleh-bolehnya biasa-biasa kan dah tengok semua class of asset ni. Kita boleh tengok roughly dollar is weak, okay, anti-dollar strong, gold is strong, copper is strong, and silver is strong, equities are pretty bad. Right, okay, so that is a bird's eye picture of what we see right now. Mungkin kita nak tengok crypto. Siapa yang trade crypto? Okay, crypto dia unik sebab crypto dia boleh jadi hybrid ataupun safe haven, right? Dia hybrid antara safe haven dan juga risk on punya assets. So far kita boleh tengok semua tengah rotate into Bitcoin daripada equities. That means people are losing confidence on US dollar and they're going big into gold and Bitcoin, right? These are 15-minute chart lah. So sekarang ni pagi hari Isnin, Bitcoin roughly setengah terbang, Ethereum tengah terbang. Of course yang lain ni Solana, Binance belum lagi, Ripple belum, Dogecoin belum, Cardano belum lagi. Cardano sikit lah, but Throngs masih lagi dalam keadaan mencari apa? Mencari tapak. Everlang okay, Stellar pun okay. Generally Polkadot pun okay. Generally kita boleh cakap crypto semua sedang set to trend higher, right? That means dia rotate. That means dia ada sedikit trust issue dengan dollar. People are losing confidence in US dollar, so investors are seeking protection from market volatility. Now next thing yang paling penting, kita tahu apa catalyst yang berlaku hari ni. Catalyst minggu ni kita tahu Tesla, Google, Intel, Boeing. Ni ada 4 heavyweight earnings yang akan keluar minggu ni. Tesla, Google, Intel, Boeing. Kejap kita akan tengok chart. Economic indicators, kalau tengok economic indicators untuk minggu ni, well, quite busy. Of course hari ni banyak yang cuti disebabkan oleh Easter dan Good Friday. So hari ni mungkin less significant untuk kita day trade. Tetapi at the end of the week, okay, kita tengok banyak yang merah-merah ni. Kita ada PMI, data manufacturing, durable goods order, consumer sentiment and new home sales. Of course, sebagai professional world class trader, experience saya mengatakan ujung-ujung itu hari Jumaat dan hari Khamis biasanya hari paling best untuk kita trade, so stay alert, right? So it's going to be earnings driven week. Volatility is still high, dangerous, tapi of course don't panic, okay? Wait for that monster setup. Jangan letak semua kita punya bet tapi investment dalam satu aset, spread your risk. Mungkin go with the flow of the market, which is safe haven like gold and Bitcoin, even silver, and maybe look more to the downside bias versus shorting, equities maybe, short dollar and all that. But of course, kalau kita day trade, mungkin fundamental not so important. We got to look at the momentum. Okay, so let's look at gold. Here we go, okay. Ini is my favorite trend spider. This could be the best asset that we're looking at, especially on a daily, right? Chart pattern suggests, okay, candle pattern suggests all bullish. Okay, we got all bullish candle here, right? We got bullish harami, we got, if you look at the trend, this is firmly uptrend, right? But of course, kita boleh cakap di dalam keadaan yang agak, overbought. Okay, gold sangat overbought, but kita agak layer by layer of a support level, and tak ada overhead resistance for now, which is cool. But of course, I'm looking for a reset of the uptrend. Okay, kita nak tunggu ni reset, mungkin dia jatuh sikit kepada moving average yang biru tu. Okay, and then kita nak tengok jerung masuk. Sekarang belum lagi. The last jerung masuk adalah lebih kurang 2 minggu lepas, March 4th, 2025. Kita tengok jerung masuk, logically it's around 3,100. Okay, correction, pullback, dan kita ada 1, 2, 3. Okay, so moral of story adalah prepare for a setup, prepare for a retracement, a pullback setup in gold, right? Same thing happens in silver, right? Silver pun kita nak tunggu breakup. Kita nak tunggu silver break daripada what we call these are the distribution ataupun selling zone of the whale. Okay, kita nak tunggu the break ideally lebih daripada 35 psychological resistance. Now of course euro is strong gila babe. Okay, pound is strong, Aussie is strong, you name it, New Zealand is strong. Okay, of course a bit lagging, but euro is the leader right now. But again, mostly you can say that this is over. Kalau kita tengok sekarang ni, is actually overbought. Okay, don't forget it's a holiday shortened week. Dollar index remain bearish. Okay, so entire dollar now remain bullish, but tak ada signs lagi dia akan buat pullback. So always keep an eye on the what we call this support level, which is here 1.12 and then 1.11, 1.10. Okay, so sekarang kita tunggu retracement set up. There might be some bearish reversal mungkin malam ni from the current level. Of course, people are looking at ECB rate cuts. If ECB cut the rates, okay, that may provide some support. Euro USD is going to trend higher. Of course, inflation expectation dekat Europe now is stabilizing, stabilizing right now. So yes, I think that could be the most important chart. But USD yen, dollar is weak right now. That's pretty obvious. Okay, dollar is very weak. Sama ada USD CHF, USD Chen, Japan ataupun USD CAD, all are weak. Of course, kita tak trade forex, but this is the backdrop which suggests market environment are dangerous right now. Watch for a potential pullback, possible setup after the pullback. Okay, especially euro. Then finally, let's look at Nasdaq. Okay, good to see Nasdaq. Good to see the accumulation. This is the first leg. Okay, frankly, I've been bullish over the last few days, but we're looking for a second leg. Okay, this is first leg. We're looking for a second leg ideally, and capitulation right above that. But of course, it's still downtrend, right? Nasdaq still downtrend. Kita ada banyak lagi selling daripada selling zone, daripada what we call is the whale. Okay, so still masih lagi bearish momentum overall, but price can regroup at 17,000 and try to test above 19,000. Okay, general, kita tengok Magnificent 7, the most important chart for me. All the 7 general in Nasdaq, which mean Apple, Google, Tesla, Amazon, Meta, kita combine dengan 7 saham ni, masih lagi downtrend. Okay, still downtrend, right? Belum, tak ada tanda-tanda yang dia leading right now. No leading. Okay, semiconductor, probably the most important asset class right now. Semiconductor adalah engine kepada ekonomi baru, dekat baru ni. They are the one that drive AI and all that. Kita tengok semiconductor juga masih lagi dalam keadaan yang goyang dan rapuh. Okay, there's no buying opportunity right now. It remain bearish overall, and kita tak nampak ada sebarang divergence. Kita boleh expand ni dan kita boleh tengok MACD. I don't see any divergence, bullish divergence there. So far tak ada. So what we see right now is just bearish downtrend right now. So yeah, okay, so tak nampak apa yang menarik. Mungkin sekarang masih lagi defensive play. The one that yang menarik sekarang ni adalah mungkin Coca-Cola. These are all consumer staples, okay, consumer sector, okay. Coca-Cola looks probably strong. Antara saham yang strong right now, momentum biru atas merah, moving average pointing up. Kita ada layer by layer of the buy zone by the whale, and kita ada bullish divergence dalam oscillator, which is MACD. So yes, Coca-Cola could be one of the few pocket of strength yang boleh naik ke atas. So does Walmart dan juga Costco. Costco ni semua adalah consumer. Costco sama macam Coca-Cola, bullish. Walmart, right, again, right, tengah regroup. There is a relative strength on Walmart. Okay, Walmart so looks good, trying to break above 95, the next be 100, 105. Kita ada Lily, Lily gap up yesterday, try to break from that buy zone. This could be one of the stock that can have some life. Okay, kita ada ExxonMobil last week, but tak tahu, ExxonMobil is trying to, kita ada huge buying and accumulation by the sharks, by the jeruk, but I don't think whether that could be the first leg. Belum lagi. So I think oil stock like Chevron, kan, semua ni masih lagi dalam keadaan neutral momentum. I wouldn't say it's bearish, but in the progress of kaki pertama. Okay, mungkin kita akan tengok bounce ataupun lompatan daripada 135 punya level, potential bullish bounce here. So actually it's at a crossroad lah, sebab minyak, kalau kita tengok minyak, sepatutnya minyak akan follow gold, right? Bila gold goes up, the next to go up is oil. Okay, gold goes up, the next will be oil, and then after that copper. Okay, tapi oil masih lagi slow untuk naik. Again, macam saya cakap, right, yang nampak menyolah sekarang ni adalah Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin, this is Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin ataupun kita panggil BITO, some Bitcoin ETFs, trying to break daripada downtrend. Okay, so maybe not yet a buy signal, but the trend remains promising. We already see a death cross here, golden cross, so there's potential for high price over the next few months. So overall, right, kita ada ECB rate cut, kita ada Fed cuts, kita ada US retail sales maybe stronger than expected. Fed under pressure for rate cuts right now. Saya masih lagi percaya Nasdaq dalam proses untuk meletakkan second leg of the bottoming process. Of course, issues kan adalah ongoing US-China trade tension and tariff uncertainties. Of course, political event macam Canadian punya election, that makes impact on how ugly the war is going to be antara US dan juga rakan-rakan partner dia. But anyway, I think we are right at the demand zone. Keep an eye on dollar. As long as dollar is weak, that's not good for Nasdaq. For now, I would say, guys, Nasdaq masih lagi dalam keadaan yang rapuh. Okay, be cautious kalau kita nak trade. Be very, very cautious. Always focus on the chart. Pastikan kita tahu kat mana stop loss kita. And don't be so aggressive. Be cautious and slowly, gradually, orang cakap apa, scale in when we see more probability of market exploding to the upside. So, okay, that's all for it, guys. Okay, take care. Selamat Hari Raya. Harap going into bulan 5, bulan 6, bulan 7, 3 bulan ni historically bullish. Kita harap market will put some bottom, hopefully over the next few weeks. Right, take care. Right.